I'm Reece at your leisure on Stansbury Island, where the BLM Hike, Bike, and Horse Trail offers a year-round adventure. When Howard Stansbury first surveyed the land which would bear his name in 1849, it was the second largest island in the Great Salt Lake. Today, it is a peninsula connected to the mainland by a causeway, mudflats, and evaporation ponds. The trailhead is 7 miles of good dirt road north off Interstate 80's exit 84 near Grantsville.
Oh, I do a lot of mountain biking. I'm in Salt Lake, so we're close to Big Cottonwood, Little Cottonwood, Mill Creek, all those good canyons, but today just kind of had the inkling to get out of the city and find somewhere a little more in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere, yet just an hour from Salt Lake, Stansbury is a beautifully desolate 12-mile-long ridge carpeted in low grasses and scrub brush. The BLM Trail is a 10-mile loop. From the trailhead, it heads south to the mouth of a narrow canyon where it joins an old Jeep road, turns up a steep grade before evolving into bike-friendly single-track switchbacks.
I was just looking online for a lower elevation mountain bike ride that wasn't up in the mountains and in the snow, and this was one of them. All the other ones I'd already done and looking to try something new.
We decided to hike. It's also open to horses. In about a mile, the switchbacks level off on a natural bench that runs along much of Stansbury Island. 16,000 years ago, this was beachfront property. It's the Provo Bench of Lake Bonneville, created when the lake broke through an outlet in Idaho and dropped 380 feet from its historic high. Up a final traverse, the trail tops out at its high point just under 5,000 feet. This broad saddle overlooks the Tooele Valley and the Stansbury Mountains, including 11,000-foot Deseret Peak to the south. Below the evaporation ponds of the Morton Salt Mine. We're 1.2 miles from and 619 feet above the trailhead, about a 40-minute hike.
I've enjoyed this hike. It's hard enough so you feel like you've hiked, and easy enough so that you're not worn out. You have steep stretches, and then you're welcomed by a flat bench, and I like that. I like the rocks along the way, and of course the views.
The hike is a geology lesson of limestones, quartzites, shales, and conglomerates, and sand and gravel deposited by the sloshing Lake Bonneville. From the high saddle, the trail drops south, reconnecting with the Provo Bench, and winds around Tabbies and Broad Canyons for another 5 miles before dropping back to lake level. Leave a vehicle here for a 6-mile one-way hike and avoid the boring 4-mile walk on flat Jeep roads back to the trailhead. Evidence of pre-Columbian habitation dot the mouth of one canyon. Images of deer, elk, and sheep, along with geometrical designs, are scribed into rocks on a hillside near current lake level. Some of these petroglyphs seem very old. Most were likely carved by Fremont natives about 1,000 years ago. Some may be more recent, carved by Goshute, Paiute, or Shoshone Indians. These are among the most obscure and least known petroglyphs in a state full of rock art. On each of our several visits, we have pretty much had the island to ourselves.
We are alone. I think a lot of people from Salt Lake really don't come out here much, and it's close to Antelope Island in terms of how much fun it is. No buffalo, but other than that, it's very much like Antelope.
Stansbury Island is best visited from late fall to late spring when the weather is cool and the bugs are gone. Reece at your leisure on Stansbury Island.